Hi.
Hi.
Okay, sorry. Welcome back, mostly to me because I've been away for a while. Been very busy and some. I look like a Muppet. No, you don't.
Yeah,
This whole video is gonna be a bloopers.
it is.
So,
You should choose your people better.
I didn't get to choose my mom.
That's kind of true.
So it's been a while, but I am back, and hopefully we'll have another video coming after this one. But this one, as you can see, hopefully from the title, we're going to share with you some of our goodies that we got at the Fiber Festival that we went to recently. And I am at my mom's house recording because I wanted to get this done as soon as possible so that we can start using our goodies. And surprisingly, they're still in the bag, even though that was several weeks ago. So,
Sort of.
yeah. I had to gather a few of my things back. And anyway, so
what happened to my hair?
If you hear any chirping, that's parakeets. And there's a basketball game in the background because my dad's watching the game. So, yes. But we went, it was a Friday and a Saturday, and we went on Saturday, and I told her,
all day.
I was like, we'll just stay for a couple hours, and we'll just stay for a couple hours. And it took me a couple hours to get through like 2 vendors. So it was really bad. And
But it was fun.
She's an enabler because she didn't rush me. But anyway, I know you're thinking it. We're basically twins. Okay, so we'll show what we got, and then we'll talk about like where the whatchamacallits, the vendor name and stuff like that, and any specifics we can give you, because it might be something that you can order online, like if they have an Etsy shop or something like that. So we'll try to share all of that, and then if we have a sort of idea or plan for what we got, then we'll try to share that as well. So do you want to go ahead and let's do it like we do Christmas. You do one, then I do one. Then you do one, then I do one. That's how we make it last a while. Everyone can only open one thing at a time, and everyone has to stare at them while they do it.
Okay. And
oh, her name's Brenda.
Yeah, hi.
I call her Mom.
Yes. And my memory is not the greatest, so everything that she just said, I may not be able to fulfill, but we'll figure it out.
That's okay.
We'll do it.
I'm going to pull these out, though.
Okay.
That way we don't have... Oh, that one's falling apart. Did you get that there? You didn't get that there, did you?
No.
Yeah, that way there's not as much crinkling, and we can hear ourselves.
Okay. All right. First one. It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's a twin. It's 2. So, I mean, technically you're supposed to make like a pair of socks and they're supposed to match. That's probably not what I'm going to do because I do not knit if I can help it. I do crochet, and I do like the little tiny threads on this one. Very tiny, very pretty colors.
I'll lean it closer. This is self-striping sock yarn.
Yes. And I'm just trying to find different little patterns and different little things that I want to do. So I'm excited about this.
She does a lot of the really tiny crochet stuff. So if you think about how the tiny hook and yarn or thread that doilies are made out of, she makes other things like that.
Bookmarks and little animals and stuff. Little things. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
So this one I'll share.
Yeah, you do the information.
This is Hingston Handmade. This one's called Monster Mash.
Yes.
How fun.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so this self-striping yarn always looks, it's very deceiving when you look at it in the hank, because once it's all worked up, it looks completely different. It's so cool. But this one, hingstonhandmade.com, you can, I don't know if they have like an Etsy. There's nothing like that on the tag, but the website's on here. And this is 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon. You get 223 yards each, so 446 total. So
that's a lot of bookmarks.
Yes, it is. It's a lot. I have a lot of reading to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I will share mine that's similar to that. because I got something from the same vendor. So Hingston Handmade, all of that is the same. And this one, the name of it is Comfort and Chaos. And
So pretty.
they look very similar.
They do. But they're not. Mine has more greens and browns and more monster colors.
Oh, yeah. Yours does have more green.
Yeah. Yours is a little bit
Mine
brighter,
reminds me of like
turquoise.
fairy whimsical.
Yeah,
in
pinks
the garden
and lavenders.
kind of,
and yeah. I bet you got some dark colors in there too.
Yeah.
But a lot of light
it's,
colors.
it's all the same thing, except it's not separated into two. So you still get 446 yards. It's just all together. But mine ended up being cheaper with just the one. Because this one was 34 and yours was 36.
Yeah.
So if you want to split it, that one's because it's
An
matchy.
expensive pair of socks.
It is. Don't lose those. Can't lose
No.
one in the dryer. But the, I think because they're matchy, they should end up working up identical, I think is the
That's the point.
premise behind that. So,
Yes.
okay. Okay.
Don't put that back in there.
I am, because I don't want to get dog hair on it.
But you want dog hair on mine?
I didn't put it over there.
Oh, I guess you did. Okay, never mind. Okay, can I do two at one time?
Yeah,
Because I got
sure.
these at the same vendor. Okay, sorry. Behind the pines.
I wanted to get something at her booth
Oh,
so
you
bad.
did. You did. And I went back and I'm like, I got to do this.
That was like the last stop. It
And-
was our first stop and then our last.
Yeah. And Kayla had spent so much and done so much and decided on so much. She's like, I really can't get from her, but you know that you're going to get from her eventually. So
Oh yeah, I was on her website today.
yeah, you left there without anything, but I'm like, I'm getting something. So I did get these two. Can you see?
Do you want me to lean
Yeah,
further?
the light's not very good.
Yeah, it's hard up. That's why I'm putting it at an angle.
And
so
these
hopefully some of the
these
light can shine
hanks
on it.
were in a small basket, so they were
Ooh.
some of her smaller,
These are so... They're
but they're perfect.
mini skeins.
Yeah, they're mini skeins, and they're perfect for the little projects and stuff that I do.
Yes, that way she gets a variety of colors without having to spend
A lot of money on a
'cause
bunch of
Could
big
you imagine all the bookmarks?
I know. Or things.
Yeah. So she likes to do random acts of crochet kindness.
Mm-hmm.
And so these are the little things that she makes and to
Yes.
hand out and stuff like that.
I do
So-
like cross bookmarks, and those will make
Yes.
really nice ones because
Yes.
it kind of almost look like stained glass, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ooh,
We'll see.
So
We'll
this
see.
is, like she said, from Behind the Pines. And then this is the Emma base. So that's
think
going to
they're
be
both Emma base.
90% superwash merino, 10% nylon. And you get 120 yards with each. These would be fun to do like a solid mini skein and like a row of this, and then a solid mini skein and a row. Like if you do larger garments or things like that.
That'd be pretty. They
Yeah.
don't have the colors on them, do they?
Oh, it might.
I don't know. I didn't see anything.
Oh, no.
No. It's anyone's guess.
We should name these. Okay, what do you want to name this one? We will say this is the yellow, orange, blue, green mini skein. What do you want to call that one?
And then this is like the purple with green. And
Yeah, we'll say the
Pink.
purple stained glass one. What do you want to name that one? Because that'll be fun. So comment what you want to name.
glass.
We're gonna call it purple stained glass. And green, yellow, purple, orange stained glass. Okay, my turn. Okay, this one was kind of an impulse buy. Okay, so when I went, I had just watched a video from Made by Mac about how she had brought out something from her stash that she had gotten from Behind the Pines there, and it was like a beautiful bright colored thing. So of course when I go there, like bright colors are on my mind, which they almost always are, because that's what I gravitate towards mostly. Anyway, so it's not surprising that I did come back with it, but this is really the only super bright thing I got. Well, there was one other thing, but this was very bright.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the Merino Flamingo. And you get 215 yards with it. And I don't really know much about it. All it says is merino, so I don't know. It's probably 100%, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I think that's maybe like a DK weight. I'm not sure. But it reminds me of Barbie. And I love Barbie pink. And I don't know what vendor I got that from. But they had a lot of like raw type fiber. And this was like one of the few hanks of yarn they actually had. So
yeah.
But
yeah. So speaking of pink, fuchsia. And it's
this.
little. Look how little.
Little mini skein.
I like
it's so
my mini
pretty.
skeins.
It's so bright.
It is.
Where'd you get this one?
I think I got it
Coats and Company?
from this one.
So it's Coats and Company brand. I don't think that's the vendor name.
It's
I think
not the vendor name.
Just
no.
had it on there.
I don't have any of my vendor names
But
on
it is
these.
20 grams, 89 yards. And it's like probably a fingering. It's so bright and pretty.
It is. It's brighter than yours.
I know.
Look at that.
It'd still go good together.
It's kind of darker than yours, but brighter.
That would go good.
Fuchsia. Yours is hot pink. Mine's
Watch
fuchsia.
it. I might steal that one.
Well, we'll see.
Okay, is my turn already?
Yeah.
Okay, so this one is Marisol yarn.
That's pretty. Touch
This one is very soft.
it. It is.
It's luxurious extra fine merino wool, baby alpaca, and mulberry silk blend. It is a DK Light 3. 60% wool, 20% alpaca, 20% silk. And it was marked down to $10. So that was an exciting find. You get 164, I think I just read that, 164 yards with this. But I love the bright green. It's not showing exactly on the video that the color that it is. I don't know, it looks kind of emeraldish in the video, but it's more like a 4-leaf clover.
Yeah, like a grass green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I will probably use it with something else, or maybe, I remember what I was going to do with this one. I just tested the Henrik Hat. It's a pattern designed by MC from Blame the Knots. My memory is terrible, so I'm like all the time. But I just tested a pattern for her.
Though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, I whacked my head today.
At least it's soft.
I did. I whacked my head on my stove today.
On your stove?
On the door of my stove. I leaned down to pick something up and whacked.
Are we related?
No. So this side of my head hurts too, and I've whacked this many times.
I still have a divot in the top of my head.
I know, this whole side of my head is like, oh.
From high school.
So now I'm equal.
Like, I can't ever shave my head because it'll be like...
You'll have a big old dent.
No, it was back in college. I was in my foundations art class, and we were in like a woodworking shop, and you sweep all this stuff. This is the coolest thing. I wish I had them in my house. And some houses do, where they've got the vent like at the wall.
Oh yeah, and you sweep it towards it and it sucks it in.
Yeah. Well, apparently, and I didn't
basically
realize
have a vacuum cleaner on your wall.
I know. I want one. Then I might use it. No. But I pulled there's like a lever to open it up. And I had pulled it out and forgot that it was sticking out. So I bent down and came back, and there's like the little overhang piece where you grab. I haven't been the same since.
No.
Okay, we had to stop for food and water. She made taco pie, and I ate it.
It's an old family tradition.
I love taco pie. Okay. Oh, and she got cold, so wardrobe change. Yes. Stop for food and water and wardrobe change.
Yes.
Okay, what was I talking about? Was I talking about this? Was I like mid this?
I think you were done with it because you...
We're pretty much... no, I was in the middle of talking about the hat I'm making. Okay. Sorry for the interruption. But I would like to make another Henrik hat. Out of this yarn, the green color, because I love green, and I think there'll be plenty for a hat, and yeah, that's the goal.
Okay, my turn.
So I'll link all that below so you have the information on the pattern, because it is live and out and ready to go.
Yay.
So I'll link that below.
All right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Gotta do my alpaca. Is it soft? So
Well,
soft.
for the most part, but it's a little catchy. But
Well,
that stuff doesn't bother
it's
you.
20% alpaca, 10% wool, 50% acrylic fibers, 20% imitation mohair nylon. It's 50 grams, and moisture regain is 15%.
I've never heard that.
It's still soft though.
Okay, I'm very, well, you know this. I'm very,
and it's blue,
particular.
Multicolored. I really like it.
I do too. I'm glad you got that one.
I
like it because it's chain too. I love chain.
Oh yeah, it's like.
Here, let me see if I can pull one of these out without pulling it out. Here. Hopefully. Oh, no, it's not focusing. It's focusing on your face, Mom.
Oh, sorry.
How do I... Sorry, it's still focusing. Okay, anyway, y'all know what chain threads look like, right? So I like it because it's like a chain with blue fuzzies around it. It's almost like white and other colored chains with fuzzies around it. Why can't I figure this out?
I don't know.
Anyway, so it's really cool. And so, I don't know, maybe a monster or something out of that?
Oh, yeah.
Your little monster guys?
Yeah.
She
I was thinking
makes
maybe
little...
a hat or some mitts, but
like
a monster would be really cool.
Yeah, because he'd be like a fuzzy monster.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of her little thingies she makes. Oh, that one definitely was a monster.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
My turn.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I also got this at Hinkston Handmade, so the same place I got the self-striping. This, she called her One Pot Wonders, and this one's called Pucker Up. It does remind me of like sour candy. I don't know what I'll make with it. I have no idea, but I love it. It's got all the good colors, and I love the speckles.
Pretty.
And it is the same base as the other one, and like 446 yards. So I don't know what I'm gonna make with it, but it's so pretty. I love it. Okay, your turn.
Very pretty. Okay, my light green, almost yellow. It's 100% you.
Is that, what is it though?
Well, there you go. You can read it. It's
Well,
100% you, which is me.
I'll do what Mom does every time she needs to read something.
Hey, I'm old.
This is what I have to look forward to.
It's built-in bifocals because these don't work very well. Everything's blurry.
She's blind. I'm deaf. Actually, I'm a little blind too.
I
So,
think so, yeah.
I'm like my dog Baxter. He's blind and deaf.
Oh, poor Baxter.
Okay, so this is 39% viscose. This one is softer than the other one. 38% polyester, 16% cotton, and 7% polyamide. It's a 50 gram little ball, and it's 109 yards. It's Yucatan Katia 100% U, and
100%
it's
you.
color number 86. It doesn't have a name.
It's awful pretty though.
Oh yeah, we gotta show it off.
I like pretty.
Closer. I have to like. Now I can't see to
Just
see if it's
behind it?
focusing. Oh, that might be good. Can you see? Is it too close? Hey, that works. Okay, cool. But I love that yellowish color.
Pretty, yes.
Yeah.
Yellowish, greenish.
Okay.
I don't know. Pretty, pretty.
I think that's all of my actual yarn. Okay, so I did something I've never done before.
She's crazy.
And I purchased a braid of fiber.
But it's pretty.
It is so pretty.
Oh, you did not purchase a braid of fiber. You purchased two.
I did. There was a sale. They're the same colors. I have no idea what I'm doing with this. Like this is foreign to me. I don't even know. It's coming undone. Whew, there's fibers in my nose.
It's so pretty.
It is so pretty.
It looks like a big old hanka yarn.
I have no idea what I'm doing with this.
You're gonna
Okay,
figure
so
it out.
what did she call that? Cording?
Yes.
Cording.
I think
where
so.
you, and this is what I want to try, and this is what I got to try with it. Because I'm afraid once I start cording that I may make it too thick and may not get enough yardage, or I don't know. That's why I bought the two, because they had a 2 for $25, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
So it was very
bad.
reasonable. Yeah. Not that I really know how much this stuff goes for, but and I can't remember what it is. I think it was just a 100%, like a super wash, maybe. I don't remember either.
I don't remember.
But I think it will turn out beautifully. So I'm not gonna spin it. I'm gonna cord it, which hopefully you
It's
know
like
what it
hand
is.
spinning.
Yeah, like I'm gonna spin the yarn as I use it. I don't know. I'm gonna be watching many YouTube videos to try to figure it out.
Absolutely.
But I'm like, I saw some lady doing it there at the festival, and I was like, I want to try that. And now would be the perfect time to buy something to be able to use it with. And she told me I needed to get it already dyed instead of getting the absolutely raw fiber, because they had a ton of fiber at every different stage of its being. I don't know, like they had it raw, unwashed. Like you could get it from the very beginning. Heck, they even had an alpaca, didn't they?
Yeah.
An alpaca and a
sheep.
And a sheep and a bunny.
And another sheep.
And another sheep.
A crippled sheep.
Oh yeah, the little baby.
He's getting a wheelchair.
Yes.
Yeah. Then he
He's
can
so
get up and move
cute.
around.
Yeah, but right now he's like splinted, isn't he?
Yep. He had a cast on his leg.
Do you remember their names?
No. No, I've slept a couple times since then.
One started with an R.
I got nothing.
Oh.
They were neat names, though.
It's like on the tip of my tongue. If I can remember, then I'll put it in the description below, because they're just, they were so cute.
They were.
And I got to pet the alpaca.
He didn't like it too well, though.
No, but he was very concerned with just following the
other sheep.
The sheep. They were just running around.
The big sheep.
Not running. They were just kind of moseying around their little pen.
They were going in a circle.
They were. And the alpaca was like just right behind him.
Yep.
Every step of the way.
Like,
and the only time he would stop was when the sheep stopped.
Yeah. It was cute.
So, and I can't even remember what farm that was. But they had different fibers set up where you could like touch them and feel how soft they were. So that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the cording. I thought that was very interesting and I wanted to try it. So she mentioned to get the dyed fiber. That way it's already ready to go. And then the only thing I really have to do with it is figure out how to do the cording part. So
YouTube, here you come.
We'll do a whole video of me going, I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm excited to do it, but at the same time, every time I go in my craft room and I look at this, I'm like, what was I thinking? I like to do things that I know.
It's fine. Like, you're branching out.
Well, I mean, I like to spend money on things I'm confident I'll use.
You're branching out.
So
you
really,
might like this so much that that's all you're going to do from now on.
And this is, and I got...
Oh, the Warped Sisters.
The booth was the Warped Sisters Custom Weaving and Spinning. And I got a little bag to put my fiber in.
Ah.
So that was my last thing. And then you can show off that, and then I'll show off the bag you got me.
Okay, but I have this too.
Oh, my gosh. How much did you get?
Just hush.
I forgot you got...
It's okay. I'll do it as one.
Okay.
It's okay. So I got this milk and honey.
Oh, yeah.
It is 70% cotton, 30% milk fiber. And it is soft.
You know,
look how pretty. It's green and purple and green. It's like 2 shades of green, olive and dark green and purple. It's very beautiful.
I always say that, and this looks like a striping yarn.
How exciting.
And I always say, like, you know, I wish there was smell-o-vision, but I also wish there was, like, touch-o-vision. I always say. No, I don't always say, but I wish there was touch-o-vision.
Old.
I know. I am.
What does that make you? Very, very old.
So, I like this. It's a Viking brand, which I like picking up stuff like this and seeing stuff like this because we don't really have places around here that sell this variety of stuff. And yes, I recently found out about milk fiber when we went to the local yarn shop I went back on Valentine's Day. My husband took me there, and that's when I discovered that you can make yarn out of any protein.
That's so cool.
And so I found milk yarn. I thought it was the coolest thing, and it is very soft. And I love the colors. And I think this was also one. I think we were just like, we knew she's been making these like chapstick holder monster things. They're so cute. Go get one. She'll be back. Or we'll pause. Pause. So most of our shopping when it came to her was, oh, you can make a monster out of that. That'd make a good monster, right? That was every booth we were looking at yarn. It was like, oh, you should make a monster out of that. So these are the cutest things. They're little chapstick holder monster thingies.
This
Aren't they
one's
so
already
cute?
on the hook. There he goes.
Isn't it so cute? So what she made these out of is like that scrubby yarn. And then here's another one with a little keychain thingy on it. Oh, stop moving. They're so cute.
They look like yips
From
Sesame Street.
oh,
The
is this
yip,
cotton
yip,
yarn?
yip. Yeah, that's 100% cotton.
I got you some new yarn. I got you some yarn. Because I go and I'm like, I want her to make a monster out of this. So I didn't bring it. But I have some yarn for you.
So yeah, this one
What
would
is
make a good
this?
monster. That's my little fuzzy-haired weird.
You showed me this. This reminds me of the one thing from Labyrinth. There's a little guy, the little worm guy who like hangs out on the wall. He's tiny. When she like sits against the wall and he's like right here.
Okay.
Anyway, that one reminds me of it. He's cute.
Yeah.
And he like he stretches a little.
Yeah.
Cool. I like it. So anyway, wouldn't these make cute monsters? They would. Okay.
Pretty colors. Okay, before you do your other thing, I'll do this real quick.
Okay.
So I went to one of the booths and they had these little like leftover pieces and she made them into very tiny hanks and
I remember this.
they are like 50 cents a piece.
This is where we
So-
talked to her husband forever.
Yes.
He
Yes.
showed me how to use this little loom thing where he made shoelaces. It was the coolest thing.
So I got all of these, 50 cents each. I've already rolled this one up. It's not very much, but
It's like her extras, isn't it? Is that what you said?
yeah, it was like her extras. And she was actually making one while I was there because I'm like, oh, what are you doing? And she said had some leftover and had done something with it.
A
and
special
she
order
was-
for somebody. I
Yeah,
think.
and she had extra, so she was just putting it into one of these little hanks. So they're really cute.
Yeah. And which
And there's
that
not
was
very much, but I can figure something out with them.
Well, that was a nice find because you really don't need much to make some of your small things.
No.
And then you could even combine a couple of them.
Well, these two I were going to combine because they're the same color pretty
Yeah.
much. And look, they've got little sparkles in them.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Check that out. Can you see the little sparkles? Oh, yeah, they're shining.
And I thought these two could go together, the blue and the...
Here we go.
And
It's hard to get it to
orange.
focus.
It is.
Don't focus on my face.
But anyway,
Yeah.
that was exciting.
I forgot about those. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so she didn't
Very
get that much.
Yes. No.
But she bought me a bag. G County Fiber Arts Festival. And I'm going every year. And I'm going to start saving my money all year so I can go and buy everything.
Yes.
Because, and we did. We made our way around. And then we had to see everything that was there before we decided what we wanted to purchase. And even then, I still didn't know what I wanted to purchase.
Yeah.
It was hard to make a...
I kind of purchased as I went because I do get smaller things and I get the less expensive things. I did buy something out of the first booth.
Oh, yeah.
It was woodworking and you can never have too many seam rippers. And this is a seam ripper and it's made out of wood. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. And you just take these ends out and flip them around. And
That's the
you pull
coolest
this one
thing.
out and flip it around.
So it's
and
like 2 different sizes.
one is small and one is large. And yeah, it's not doing very well. But anyway.
It was so cool. He had so many different kinds of wood. And do you
Yes.
remember what that one's made out of? Buckeye, wasn't it?
Something Buckeye, yeah.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Lots of yarn bowls. And
Yes.
these yarn bowls were nice because they were like kind of in the shape of a vase. They had a very sturdy bottom, so like the bowl had some height, which I liked. But I wanted to spend my money on yarn and not something like that, because mostly
I do a lot of sewing though.
Yeah, you do.
You do more crocheting, and I do a lot of sewing. So.
Well, I mean, the reason I didn't get the bowl, I got the stuff rather than
yeah.
the bowl, because I don't really use yarn bowls.
But that explains this. I don't seam rip my crochet stuff. That would devastate me.
Yes.
Yes. You had to put that thought process together. But yes, that would be devastating to put that through a crocheted item.
Did you know there's these garments people knit? They knit it together and then they like cut. They cut it. I'll have to send you a video, show you. I've never done it before, but it's like frightening.
Yeah.
But it's a part of it. Like it's part
of
what
they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But still.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, they could probably use my seam ripper.
I get a little bit of anxiety every time I look at something like that.
Yes.
But I wanted to go back to this because I remembered I got this for my daughter, Ainsley. Ainsley wanted this.
Yeah.
I'm going to make her some fingerless gloves.
You know what? They would
short
match
ones.
her new vest that she doesn't like.
Look for that on a reel. I finished a test. I'll share it in a regular video too, I think. But it's up on my Instagram if you want to see it now. I will. I plan on making another video of my works in progress, finished objects and stuff like that, because I haven't done one of those in a while. And I plan on doing that this weekend, and kids are on spring break next week, and I've taken a few days off, so hopefully I'll have time to edit and get it posted. So that is the plan. But yeah, she wanted fingerless gloves, and I didn't count this as a part of my allotment for what I was allowing myself to spend, because it's technically not for me, it's for her. So I was like, pick out anything you want over here in this particular area.
Oh, goodness.
To make sure she got some good stuff. But I really, 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 I'll be able to tell you more once I actually use it, but this Hingston Handmade, like, I was just drooling over all her yarns.
She was very good at what she did.
Yeah. Very, very,
very good.
Very,
talented.
Very precise in her dyeing of the yarn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. She was very good.
Yes. Very, 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 very. I need a new word in my vocabulary. And then if anybody needs information.
Oh my goodness.
You kept putting them in my bag.
True.
Oh, I forgot. I did buy something from behind the barn.
Yes, you did.
My very first purchase. I didn't go all the way around and then come back and purchase. I didn't leave the booth. I had to have it. Isn't that just the cutest little stitch marker? I love it. I wish it would focus better, but that's okay. And it wasn't bad. It was like $3. Wasn't bad at all. But it was just
It's so
the
cute.
cutest thing.
It's a
so
little
I don't want that
fish
to
in a
get lost in my.
No. In your bag.
And I took my little cards for my video and Instagram and handed them out to people. And I ran into somebody I knew from high school, and she was like, "Did you go to, my high school?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I know you." So that was kind of cool. And I was like, "Here, if you want to watch me be ridiculous on TV, here's my YouTube." Okay, is that all we have?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
Well, if you like her, let me know, and I'll make her come back. My twin. Yeah, people are real funny. They're like, "You guys look like sisters." I'm like, I'm sure she loves that.
That or you look really old.
That's what I mean. You must really like that.
Or I look really young.
We'll go with that. All right. So, thanks for joining us. I'll try to put all the info that I have about everything below. Have a great, blessed day. Bye.
Bye.